What's up, jabronis? Today, I'm gonna go over what KBO is like. Their opening day is set for May 5th. This is basically their spring training game from April 27th. These are just the highlights. Since most of you don't know what the lineup card says, Daeho Lee is hitting cleanup. For Lotte Giants, that's basically all you need to know. These are the two teams. The Lotte Giants. The team is based out of Busan, South Korea, where I'm from. And the other team is Samsung Lions. A little bit about my background. I was born in Busan, South Korea, and lived there until I was 13. I played Little League Baseball there, and a little bit of middle school baseball as well. And I immigrated to Canada, and I still speak fluent Korean. And just so you guys know, most KBO pitchers throw 140 kilometers per hour, which is about 87 miles an hour, to 145 kilometers per hour, which is about 90 miles an hour. Obviously, some throw harder, some throw slower, but the velocity itself is a little bit lower compared to MLB. But it also makes it more interesting because they have more side armors, submarine, you name it, they got it, so it's very interesting. I'll throw a velo comparison chart here as well, so you guys can keep in mind. Daeho Lee, let's fucking go! Just a casual double for my guy. Looks like he's gotten fatter, but it's tight. If you don't know who that is, he played for the Mariners for a year. And here's a dinger. Look at that bat flip. Something you guys need to know about the KBO is there are no unwritten rules like the MLB. It's just none of that crap. You pimp everything, you show off. That's just the way game's played, which is way better in my opinion. And I'm pretty sure that hitter is Dong-Yup Kim, who actually played in the Cubs organization. I remember playing against him. Interesting thing about the Korean players signing minor league contracts out of high school. There are quite a few of them actually that go overseas from Korea to the minor leagues, and then they play with an MLB organization for however long they play. A lot of them obviously don't pan out because it's not easy surviving on a different country, different culture without speaking their language. Like imagine you finishing high school in the States and going to fucking Africa or some shit where they basically speak zero English. You would die. You would fucking die. And that's basically what these guys go through just to give it a shot at their dreams. But anyways, when they go back, I believe they had to re-enter the KBO Draft, which is actually kind of cool because I'm pretty sure they get two signing bonuses. One from signing with MLB, one with signing with a KBO team. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it works that way. And for me, I actually tried to play in the KBO as well. After I got released by my indie ball team, I threw for one KBO team, the Lotte Giants. I remember one of their international scouts actually came to Driveline when I threw a bullpen. I also talked to two other teams, but the main issue I had was the military. So if you're Korean, you have to serve, I believe it's 2 years in the military, mandatory. And I just wasn't willing to do that. And I was 27 at the time, turning 28. So, I mean, after I get out of military, I'd have been 30. Fuck that noise. And my only other option was signing an international FA contract. I just didn't have the resume for that. A lot of them signed AAA guys or guys with big league time, so that just wasn't gonna happen. And I'm not sure if you see what I'm seeing, but a lot of the Korean or even Asian pitchers, they throw with a lot of their bodies. So the mechanics itself is very dynamic. They move a lot. They're very violent. I think one of the biggest reasons is because they're just smaller and they're not as big as the Americans or the Latinos. So they try to maximize with what they got. When they're swinging, you see a lot of leg kicks and a lot of moving around, a lot of weight transfers. Same thing in pitching, lots of high leg kicks and just fucking getting as low to the ground as they can with huge strides and try to throw the shit out of it. And I think a lot of pitchers in the States can even learn from that. Like especially if you're smaller, try to see how these guys throw and maximize what they got. I truly think some of these guys have really good mechanics, for real. Not gonna lie though, some of these KBO catchers are fucking brutal at blocking. Fucking sack up and block, dude. Shit. I just want to see Daeho Lee hit again, to be honest. Like, get this fucking Awash out of here, dude. Also, I'm just gonna share some of the Twitter accounts that talks about KBO a lot. The first one is Dan Kurtz at MyKBO. does a lot of updates and all that, so that would be a good follow. He also shares a lot of links where you can watch the games like that online. And another one is Sungmin Kim at SUNG underscore Min Kim. He was a baseball writer, but he was recently hired by the Lotte Giants, which is my hometown baseball team. He also shares a lot of the online stuff and where you can watch the games and whatnot, so it'll be a good follow. Actually, a true story. My little league team, we were based out of the Lotte Giants field, so we had our own little section that we could practice, and I remember actually taking BP and stuff like that on that field. Oh shit, that's Jang Pil Jun, which who I actually played against. He pitched in the Angels organization. God damn, what the fuck happened to him? He looks old as fuck. What he got a ponytail, a stash, and whatever the fuck he's got going on his chin. Damn, he was actually a stud. I think he signed for like over a half mil with the Angels. I don't think he broke rookie ball, but I mean, he signed for a good amount of money. I don't know what kind of shit he's got going on. Fucking looks like a bum. Shit. Come on, man. And I know a lot of these guys, but I mean, I wasn't like super close to them or anything like that because I was more Canadian than Korean, to be honest. Like, most of them I'd say hi to them and stuff like that, but I mean, that was about it. Anyways, this looks like a blowout game. My hometown team is dominating. Weird. So I'm checking the KBO standings right now from 2019. So there are 10 teams in KBO, and Lotte Giants was a 10th place team. They won 48 games and lost 93. Jesus Christ. That's terrible. I'm actually pretty excited for the KBO season to start because obviously there's no baseball here. Hopefully, the ESPN buys their contract so that you guys can all watch some KBO. That's it, you jabronis. If you got any questions, leave a comment, like, subscribe, or what the fuck you want to do, do that. Lift big and throw gas, kids.